We start with breaking news. Police say they have arrested a suspect who appears to have thrown a bomb at a port in western Japan where Prime Minister Kishida Fumio was set to give a speech. Kishida was reportedly left the site after explosions were heard there and has been confirmed safe. Authorities say no casualties have been reported. Kishida was visiting Saikazaki Port in Wakayama Prefecture in western Japan on Saturday morning. We repeat, police say they have arrested a suspect who appears to have thrown a bomb at a port in western Japan while Prime Minister Kishida Fumio was set to give a speech. Kishida has reportedly left the site after explosions were heard there and has been confirmed safe. Authorities say no casualties have been reported. Kishida was visiting Saikazaki Port in Wakayama Prefecture in western Japan on Saturday morning. NHK reporter Takahashi Taichi was at the scene of the explosion.
We now go to the site to our reporter Takahashi. What is the situation? I am now at the site where Prime Minister Kishida had been visiting. I'm close to the Saikazaki fishing port. I have been here at the port just before 11:30. Prime Minister Kishida had been sampling some fish. He moved around 20 meters to where he was going to deliver a speech. Then screams were heard from those who were gathered to hear the speech, a very loud scream. The people there started to run away, and one person, believed to be a young man, was restrained. Immediately after that, a loud explosive sound was heard, a short, loud explosive sound, and there was white smoke seen. Prime Minister Kishida was surrounded by security personnel who had been accompanying him and is believed to have been moved elsewhere. Currently, I'm at the location where I was at the location where the speech was about to be given, but police gave instruction for us to move away, and we're around 500 meters or so away from where the speech had planned to be delivered. We're hearing that Prime Minister Kishida is safe and that there are no injuries. What is the current situation of Prime Minister Kishida? Immediately after the explosion was heard, a number of security personnel gathered around the Prime Minister and escorted him away. However, beyond that, we've been unable to confirm where he is or his situation. And with regard to the man that has been restrained, do you have any information on that person? There was a great crowd of people, so it was not possible to get up close. It's believed that it is a young male. So it is believed that a young male was restrained, and it's believed he was alone. That is correct. And for those who were around the location, any witness statements? At the moment, all we're hearing is that it was a young male. That's what most people are saying. It's been suggested that by some that the person is aged between their 20s and 30s, but nothing certain yet. And with regard to the location where the speech was to be delivered, immediately before the Prime Minister's speech, there was this loud explosion. What was happening in that location today? Today, at this Saikazaki fishing port, Prime Minister Kishida was here to give a supporting speech to a local candidate. He first of all had been touring the fishing port. He then sampled some of the fish which was caught there. He was then on his way to a place around 20 to 30 meters away where he was to give a speech. And while he was traveling to that location, just as he was about to arrive, immediately before that, there was a loud explosion was heard. So today, Prime Minister Kishida that was going to that location, was that already known in advance? So I'm not quite certain what information had been provided to Saikazaki fishing port and the location here, but because of the speech that was to be given by Prime Minister Kishida, there were a lot of local people here, so undoubtedly it seems to have been known locally that he was going to be in the area. So while he had been sampling and trying some of the fish there, how long had Prime Minister Kishida been spending at that location? Prime Minister Kishida arrived here at 11:17 a.m. So it was around 10 minutes after that that the incident happened. He arrived, he traveled, he had sampled some fish. It was about 6 or 7 minutes after his arrival. Then he was traveling again to give his speech, and that was when the incident happened. So it's approximately 10 minutes after his arrival that the incident happened. As Prime Minister Kishida was traveling to where he was giving his speech, screaming was heard. Witnesses have been reporting that they saw a silver cylindrical object or tube being thrown in. Did you actually see that? I personally did not see it. However, the crowd who was gathered there, I heard from a man who had been in that crowd. It seemed that it was silver in color, probably metallic. According to him, the diameter was between 3 to 5 centimeters, a length of 10 centimeters. And according to the report earlier, that silver tube that exploded, it looks like a man was restrained, and after that, the explosive sound was heard. So the tube was thrown in. It sounds like some time passed, and then there was an explosion. Is that right? Yes, with regard to whether it was actually thrown in or not, from where we, the media, were located, we were unable to see that, but there were screams, and then somewhere from the center of the location, a man was restrained, and around 10 to 15 seconds after that, there was an explosion heard. I see. Thank you to our reporter Takahashi.